What's going on, everybody? Oregon Motorcycle back here today. Today's Thursday, May something 2020. I don't even really care what day it is. I'm on my way to work with the sprinkling in the rain. Hopefully the lens is somewhat clear. I just wanted to talk to you guys about these tires that I got. Do like a little review on these Shinko 705s. If you guys haven't seen my first initial thoughts on these tires, go check it out. It's going to post it right up here in the top. When I first got these tires, I was pretty happy with them overall, but now that I've got some more miles on them, unfortunately I can't say that anymore. So I guess we'll go and say that, yeah, these tires are better off-road than the stock tires. And this is it's considered a 70-30 tire, 30% off-road, 70% on-road. And you know, they do okay on the dry pavement compared to the stock tires. And I'd say on the dry pavement for a 70-30 tire, I think it's all around, it's decent. We're just going to go and say that it's a decent performer. And I've been somewhat happy with them. So I've been on some twisties with these. I've been in the mud, I've been on the gravel roads, I've been in the snow, and I've kind of got, you know, just an all-around, you know, feel for them. I've got probably, say, 500 miles on them so far, and so I've got enough experience on them to tell you guys my thoughts. So as you can see, it's kind of raining here, and I live in the Pacific Northwest in Oregon, obviously Oregon Motorcycle, so I do a lot of wet riding. A lot. I commute on this bike and I ride it every day unless I'm being lazy and just want to lay in my bed all day. But that's rare, so basically every day, rain or shine, I ride this bike. And just like right now, I'm going to work and it was raining. It was raining a little bit harder earlier, but so, and you know, I rode my sport bikes in the rain too, so I've got a good feel for riding motorcycles in the rain, and it's not that bad as far as traction goes. You know, compared to riding in dry conditions, especially on braking. Straight line braking, very small differences in wet versus dry. So, all that being said, I'm gonna kind of talk about the performance of these tires on wet pavement. So, take a minute, check this out. As you can see in that video, I was able to pull a wheelie on wet pavement with the stock tires, and both of those videos right there, those were both at 30 psi. It's starting to rain again. Trying to get that lens cleared off for you guys. And know this, I'm not running a stop sign. It says accept right turns. So I get asked about that stop sign every time I post a video coming through here. So I did not run the stop sign. And I also have links to most all my equipment, like these hand guards and my USB charger, and you know, like some of my camping gear. All those Amazon links are down in the description, so check those out if you guys are interested. Okay, so okay, going back to the wet tire performance, I'm just gonna come out and say it. These tires at 30 psi on this motorcycle in wet pavement conditions like this are almost downright dangerous. And I gotta be honest here, you guys. I was expecting better wet pavement performance out of these tires than what I'm getting. So these lines, we all know to stay off the lines, blah 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 blah. It's like hitting ice when these lines are wet. I was coming home last night and it was pouring rain. You know, it was like, you know, probably 11:30 at night. Okay, it's pouring rain, and I was on some back road back here, a country road, actually the one we were just on. This person was driving like 30 miles an hour, so I went to pass him, And as soon as I hit that white stripe, man, the whole bike got squirrely, you know, and I'm like in 5th gear already, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm, you know, revving it out or something in 1st or 2nd and putting all that torque down. I was like 5th gear, I believe, and the whole bike got squirrely. I've hit a couple manhole covers, and of course those are going to be slick as hell. Those are pretty much slick in all conditions, but yeah, don't even think about touching the lines or manhole covers with these tires in the rain. And then there's the reason I'm able to give you guys such a good comparison to other tires like good Michelins and then those Dunlops that came on the bike is because, like I said, I commute. So I ride the same roads every day with the same tires, I mean with the same curves, and in some cases the same conditions with the same pressures, and you know, all that, you know, all that stuff, just doing it every day, you get a feel for it, right? And then when you change something, you know, you can feel the differences. So there's this one corner I take right after you cross the Oregon City Bridge, right, turn up to get on that road we were on back there, and it's an off-camber turn, and I just took it right now like 5 minutes before I get this cleared off for you guys again. I should put a little windshield wiper on the lens there. So I just took the corner about 5 minutes, you know, before I started filming this video, and I was going very slow in 2nd gear, barely leaned the bike over, and I started to accelerate in 2nd gear, and I was like at super low RPM. So 2nd gear, say maybe 2,000, 3,000 RPMs, you guys can realize how slow I'm going. Barely leaned over, and I just gave it a little bit of throttle, and I could feel the ass end of the bike scooting out on me. That's just not good, you guys. That's just really not good, and especially for, you know, somebody like me that rides, like I said, I ride every day. I ride rain or shine. It doesn't matter to me. I kind of like riding in the rain. It adds a different perspective. So there's that, and then there's the fact that I can't wheelie on wet pavement, which is kind of an annoyance, because I always, like, ever since I was a kid, I always thought like a wheelie in the rain was like the coolest thing ever. And when I did that one that I just showed you right now, I was like so happy that day. I was like, whoa, finally, you know, I did it. Whoa. So what I'm going to do in the meantime with these tires is I'm going to drop the pressure down. I'm going to go like 28, maybe 27. Hell, I might even go 25 in the front and do like 27 or 28 in the back, and see if I can get a little better performance out of these on wet pavement. And if I'm going to tell you right now, if I don't feel a difference, like something drastic, I'm probably going to be taking these tires off, because I can't commute safely on a motorcycle like this in the rain, you know. And that's kind of where I'm at with these tires. Now I know we can't have our cake and eat it too, and I've made a couple comments about these tires not being good performers in the wet, and you know, people say, oh well, it's just comes with the territory. You switch to a more knobby tire, you're going to have lower performance, you know, on the wet. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's more of a limb. I'm gonna come out and say that there's got to be a better offering than these tires as far as the performance on wet pavement versus being able to go off-road in. Does that make sense? Like, there's got to be a better off-road based tire that does better on the wet pavement, is what I'm trying to say. And I have a good feeling it's going to be the Dunlop Trail Max Missions, I believe they are. They're kind of a newer tire. It's considered a 50/50 tire. It actually looks pretty similar to this. That tire, so 2 reasons I didn't get that tire is because the price and the weight. It's a heavy tire. It's one of the heaviest tires, and it's also very, very expensive. So, and you know, like the saying goes, like I'm being all I just felt the back end right now just scoot a little bit, just on that something mellow, that, you know. So I'm not going to be able to deal with these. And it's kind of sad, because I heard so much good about these tires, and I was so excited about getting these tires, and it's just like, you know, I'm faced with this stuff. And I know it's going to be summer here pretty soon, but it still rains here in the summer sometimes. And I don't know, like I said, guys, I'm gonna drop the pressure down, and hopefully that helps. In fact, I might do it at work right now and that kind of thing. But I wanted to make this video to kind of shed some light on the Shinko wet pavement performance. And the bottom line is the Shinko 705 wet pavement performance on road is, I'm gonna give it, let's see, let's do the OC or the ORMC scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna give them a 3 on wet pavement. And that's how bad they are. So, and you know, like I said, I'm not a total expert on ADV tires. Look at all this oil in the road right here. You know, and I'm mostly comparing these against street tires. And I did have like whatever the stock tires were, whatever you guys want to say. That was a 1090 or, you know, a 2080 or whatever they call them, 80/20s or whatever. But so yeah, I definitely have a feeling that new tires are going to be in order, which gonna kind of suck because I'm gonna be out like $240, $250 by doing that. So it comes with the territory. You got to live and learn. These are budget tires, so I mean, how much can you expect? So, and I could have went with my gut instinct, and you know. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to me. I hope you're enjoying my content. If you are, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, really helps, and all that good stuff. I'm going on an adventure tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be out with a KTM and maybe possibly a BMW, I'm not sure, but I want you guys to stay tuned for that, and be safe and all that good stuff. If you guys have any more questions about the tires, leave them down below. Until next time, Oregon Motorcycle. Got it up a little bit there, but it is starting to dry out a little bit here. There we go, got it up a little bit. Barely able to get it up.